Heyo everybody, Haku here with my live reaction or read through for Boku no Hero Academia, chapters 358 onward. Now, I was like, as I'm reading these, I'll put the current volume cover up in the corner since I can't actually show the manga on screen. But now I'm like, should I? Am I going to get in trouble? Jump and Shueisha are cutthroat, violent. Um, am I going to get in trouble for this? Should I just put nothing up on screen? I'm actually kind of worried now that I think about it. I'm going to gamble, I guess. Let's gamble. Actually, no. I don't want to gamble. I don't want to get in trouble because, for those of you that haven't been watching, I've covered the series from the very beginning, from chapter 1. My entire journey has been up here. And, I don't want any of it to get taken down because then I'm like, then it's missing. Then it's not like the perfect full journey anymore. So, yeah, there's that. But either way, I think before I get into reading, you probably deserve a little bit of an explanation. So for those of you who saw the recent update video, you know why I haven't been able to do videos in a while. But for Hero Academia specifically, I fell behind and I had trouble coming back to it. Just because when I did come back to it, I wanted to talk about some of my thoughts on why I was having trouble with it at the time. So I've covered this from the beginning, from the very beginning, and I have loved it. I love this manga. I have Hero Academia stuff all up in my room. You can't really see it because the microphone, I don't want to move that. It's probably going to be screwy for you if I move the pop filter or whatever. But behind me right here, you can kind of see peeking over the edge, I have Suyu and Endeavor figures, and my bookshelf behind the camera, there's more. I have lots of Hero Academia stuff. I love the series. I watched the first 3 seasons of the anime via watching so many reactions to it, probably 100 times, which is absolutely insane. But then, season 4 of the anime coming around, I didn't like it very much. I didn't like how they adapted the gentle stuff. I really feel like they should have given it time to breathe, really given it the focus it deserved, and fill out the back part of that season and not rush and split up the Endeavor stuff, which was incredible in the manga. And so then going into season 5 of the anime, I'm like, they screwed up the Endeavor stuff, which is some of my favorite stuff in the entire manga. Plus, do I really want to continue watching when we're going into what I think is the only not good part of the manga, which was the joint training arc? So it's like, man, do I really feel like continuing? And then I find out that they're doing stuff all out of order in the anime in order to promote movies, which is something they kept doing, screwing with the anime in order to promote movies. Their opening and stuff, everything they do keeps focusing on Izuku and Todoroki, Shoto, and Bakugo as these big 3, when they're important characters, but that's not how the manga is presented at all. There are plenty of times when Shoto isn't even really all that important. I would say Endeavor is a much more important character the majority of the time. Endeavor gets more attention than them, usually. Again, Bakugo is very important, but so are a bunch of the other side characters. I just feel like, I don't know, the way they portrayed things, and we were going, they did that, and we're going into, the Villain Academia arc stuff, which was incredible, and which was just Shigaraki focused. It's baffling, the decisions they make to, mix things up, to not portray the manga the way I feel the manga portrays itself. To just screw things up in order to promote movies and buy our merch. Please like these 3 characters. It left a big distaste in my mouth how far downhill, in my opinion, the anime production went. And then as far as the manga went, it really felt like oh, so we're speed running this to get to the end. When I fell out of it at chapter 357, I thought we had maybe at most another dozen-ish chapters to go. I thought we were right at the finish line. I thought we were really, really done. So I was like, wow, we really speed ran ourselves to this point. But I am so happy to be wrong about that. The fact that it is now currently not over and at 390 as of when I'm recording this makes me so happy. The fact that there's still 30 some chapters gives me a lot of hope. Because I was really thinking what we were seeing was not bad, especially the Endeavors group and All for One stuff. That was really, really good. I was really into that. Again, I was like, we spent so much time building up this Dabi stuff, and Dabi versus Shoto is okay. It's an okay fight, and I'm like, we spent so much time building that up, and we get an okay finale fight. But I'm so glad to think that there are 30-some chapters left. Things aren't over. We're not just speed running till the end. Because I thought it was just going to be the usual. I mean, we see it pretty much every time, the lackluster jump, like long-running shonen ending. Like, we get a long-running shonen, it's incredibly good, and it always stumbles at some point before the finish line. Always. So I was like, Hero Academia, it's following the footsteps of like literally every other shonen pretty much. So I am happy to be wrong. I am happy that we still have content coming, and I'm really, really excited to see what that content is. So with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and start reading chapter 357. We're starting off seeing the little floating cage bit where Shigaraki's battle is taking place. Number 358, the guy who's made some progress. So all you can do is flee, says Shigaraki. And we're seeing Amajiki and Nejire, Sun Eater. And then she's trying to block this like huge, I don't know, torrent of fingers and flesh. And now we have Best Genus coming in. Keep on your toes. We have to keep moving. Lest he swallow us up. Mirako's in as well. Continue to evade and target his core, we're seeing Bakugo. The surging hands are surely a massive threat, but in exchange he's forsaken that mobility reminiscent of All Might's. And then we have Nimpo, Pulp Thread Throttle, and Edge Shot bursts it apart. He asserts that this is not the doing of quirks, but rather simple growth, a dubious claim. The more the all-for-one quirk takes root within me. The more the all-for-one quirk takes root within me, and we're cutting to Shigaraki speaking, the more my body adapts to the legion of stockpiled quirks within, along with various environmental factors. My body is searching, groping around for its ideal form. Understand, Shinya Kamihara? Okay, interesting. So that explains the like crazy growth, and we saw it way back when All for One fought All Might. It's caused by the body trying to take a form that matches with the crazy amount of quirks and quirk factors like shoved into it. With this body and this power, all will come to rest in the palm of my hand, giving rise to a world of my own, or one beyond me entirely. Appearance, form, function. For a world split beyond any hope of a status quo, all that awaits is schism and destruction. These massive disparities give rise to incomprehension, and that lack of understanding in turn leads to dread and rejection. My speaking ability, getting tongue-tied. That's the present state of the world now. But under my rule, all will be united as the exploited class. All will be equal. Don't heroes yearn for world peace? Is it that hard to imagine actually taking a step towards that? Look, I don't know if that does not sound like Shigaraki's mindset. That is absolutely All for One. I don't know if that's Shigaraki or All for One droning on right now. All this exercise helped me stock up more than enough. Time to whip out the support course, or what the support course made for me. But either way, I'm about to hurl from hearing it. So he's talking about the exercise helping him build up sweat. Ever since Kamino, nothing but yap yap yap. Suppressive heavy mobile unit. Strafe Panzer. Hope you're ready to be Swiss cheese. And he starts blasting. Gotta destroy his real body. All of us together. What, is a team? Well, Monoma and Sensei have still got his quirks locked down with Erasure, while Kaminari's team is still keeping the arena powered up, while Yaoyorozu and them are still replacing the ground to stand on. And that lack of understanding in turn leads to dread and rejection. You want to talk about some big disparity, lack of understanding, dread. Guess what? I've long since taken all that crap to heart. Bakugo, and I've seen a real step towards progress with all that. It might take some time, but some people I know are trying to push forward. Thanks. I got goosebumps. Thanks anyway, but you can shove your sermon, you nutsack-faced handyman. Great explosion, murder god, dynamite! All I want to know is how much punch my new cluster moves are packing. Taking on one for all is just another box to tick on the path to Shigaraki and all for one. Howitzer impact, cluster. And we end there. Oh, I got chills. That was so good. Like I said, I was really feeling down about the series, but just the knowing that there's so much more to come is so exciting for me. To know that we aren't right here at the finish line. To know that, even if, in the grand scheme of things, we kind of are, because we kind of are still at the finale, to know that there's still so much coming for the characters is so, important to me as a fan. So yeah, super excited. That was very, very good. We got cliffhung on the Endeavor and All for One stuff, so I wasn't exactly expecting us to be cutting to this and the Izuku stuff. We don't know what was going on with him. So this was an exciting turn of events. I can't wait to get to the next one. I forgot to mention it at the beginning, but I believe my strategy for how I'm going to do these videos, I'm going to try to go 20 to 30 minutes and do it maybe once a week. So we'll see, but that's the plan going into it. On to 359, and let's take in this color spread. We get a color spread to start off. I love this. We're seeing all of the characters. It's the 8th anniversary color spread. That's so cool. Just taking it in really quick. I'll try not to spend too much time on it. Toka's outfit's super cute. I was just noticing at the very beginning, one of the first things I noticed was what was her name? Oh gosh, I can't quite remember her name. Oh, Tatami, best girl Tatami back there. I always liked. We have Aoyama just being pulled forward by his head. This is great. Kurohiro looks cool. We got freaking, I forget her name. I mean, it's more of a fan name, but the big whale horse girl. Oh my gosh. She made it. She made it, everybody. Tsuyu's outfit's really cute. Oh, this is so cool. I'm just looking through it, everyone. That's so great. We have the Pussycats. Okay. I'll move on. Alright. We got a blown fuse in engine number 6. It needs to be replaced. That shaft is warping. Get a spare over here, quick. And it's interesting seeing how so much is going into this. Like having to continually replace the ground that's being destroyed via Yaoyorozu producing things, and them having to cook for her. Like Denki powering it and stuff. Number 359, Place of Learning. Sorry, I keep having hiccups. We keep losing altitude. Gonna crash at this rate. They're saying Shigaraki got all giant. This place can't handle the weight. And they want comms people and security up top. Need higher output. Here we are, sky high at UA. Thanks to the electromagnetic barrier designed to imprison Shigaraki, those confined within cannot communicate with the outside world. Quit filming and get to work. Hey, wait. Why are you business course kids even here? I mean, I feel like documenting this for future history books would kind of be sort of important. Mandalay's telepath quirk is the sole means of informing the world on the state of affairs here. Yes, the school's now a tomb, and we all accompany Shigaraki on this journey into death's waiting arms. Are you seriously shooting a documentary? Who asked for that? Our work is vital. No, it's pointless. Consider this. All the images and footage of past wars. Who do you think left those behind, and why? The business course's role is to promote heroes. We've been taught to form the bridge between heroes and the rest of society. This is the culmination of all our 3 years of learning here, and we shall leave a record of how how we all achieved victory here today. And we have the Bakugo attack coming in at Shigaraki. Oh man, it's so cool. And we have this massive explosion that bursts out of the side of the cage. Don't shut those eyes, Monoma. Alright. What a thunderous blast. That must be Bakugo. Quote, there, our power station better not be busted up. And then, I swear, and we see stuff getting made by Sementos and Yurozu. I swear that kid's got some screws loosed. Would it kill him to mind the arena? Does he not care if Nejire's gorgeous looks get burned again? Oh, and we're seeing, what was her name? I really like, Nejire's friend. I really like them. And they said, don't you worry, Haya. Believe it or not, he really does sweat the details. Heck, you wouldn't believe how many times he's ordered me to keep my left hand up on the table during meals. And that's relevant how exactly? What I'm saying is that he ain't the type to fight all haphazard. And we see he takes a shot to the side of the face. You condensed your blasts to curtail widespread damage while at the same time boosting the sheer force. That's fantastic. That's why this has got to go. And he grabs his arm. Sorry to say, but your growth and progress still don't interest me. And it looks like he's taking his arm. Dynamite! Shigaraki! And we have Mirko rush in. Hey, which full suggested close combat is the way to go, because getting up close and personal with me means you're in for an intimate taste of power on par with All Might's. Then again, I guess he can just crush the arm. He can't actually destroy it while his quirk is being erased. And they all get blown back from the force. That was the biggest Grand Slam I've got, but I ain't even close to the major leagues. Your thoughts, feelings, what you strive for. No, Katsuki Bakugo. The only thing about you that catches my interest is how you're closer to Izuku Midoriya than anyone else. And of course, this is absolutely not Shigaraki at all. Shigaraki does not speak like this. Mandalay, any update on Midoriya? I can't reach him, but you could earlier? Barrier or not, the wonky electromagnetic waves are affecting things. I've been getting nothing but static for a while now. Bakugo. Genist, Mirko, headshot. Damn it, you gotta protect Bakugo. Once he graduates from UA, he's aiming to be number 1. And then, oh, what a cool shot of Shigaraki. Alright. And now we have Nejire and Tamaki. Hado, I really wanted a proper graduation ceremony. Hey, pal. Once the battle's over, let's have Principal Nezu throw one together for us. Yeah. Do we even stand a chance here? If nothing else, until Midoriya shows up, we'll protect everyone. With our triple threat power, and we have all 3 of them together, with Mirio joining them. Man, this is exciting. This is so good. I gotta see what happens next. That was so incredible. Alright, one more. Like I said, I'll stick to 3 a week. I'm excited. Let's go. Starting chapter 360, Izuku Midoriya was supposed to be here, right? And he's stepping on Bakugo's head. So, he's bound to show up soon, On that note, having my quirk erased right now is a blessing in disguise. Shut up. And he lifts his head with his toes and grabs him by the throat, because your corpse will be left intact. Yes, he'll have a lovely present waiting when he arrives. Remember his sheer fury when I poked you full of holes last time? You once said you've always admired All Might's triumphs. Well, it's time for a reality check, Katsuki Bakugo. And it's like he's crushing him. And then, no matter the heights you reach, you'll never be more than Izuku Midoriya's hanger-on, a minnow in All for One's wake. Nejire wave, pike, and then it condenses into an actual spear. But he uses Bakugo as a meat shield, which causes her to pull back. Vest Hybrid, Octopus Mirage Plus, Scorpius Toxin, and then eating bugs is all the rage these days. Oh, Venom, and then Pathetic. And we still have all of this body horror just bursting out from him. My body continues to adapt. Scurry away like insects, nothing can bring me down. Genist, and then Mirio, tosses Bakugo, I'm assuming, out of harm's way. I can't really tell, though. It's really small. Can't really tell. I'm assuming it's Bakugo because they were trying to save him. Could be Edge Shot, but I'm assuming it was Bakugo out of the way. Here we go. I remember your stupid face from Jakku. The name's Lemillion. I'm the hero on messenger and bodyguard duty. Count on me to fight off any other villains who might crash our party, and spread intel around without delay. They needed someone quick and mobile here, and that's me. So, why do you destroy? Because the current framework has failed. There he is. And then Haru's launching a spiral towards him. Oh, I get it. You've never had any friends. Huh? I can get in close, sure, but on my own I can't deal hard-hitting damage. That's why I gotta escort Haru's energy waves to point-blank range. Otherwise you'd realize there's plenty worth keeping around. And he attacks using her spiral. Until Midoriya shows up, I'll keep Shigaraki on the ropes. Allow me to suture your right arm, Dynamite. No delay. We still have need of your firepower. And then we see it looks like he's been crying and his arm is shredded. Or maybe it's just from the sweat. Your arm, please. We'll figure out something later. This foe is beyond any of us. He surpassed all expectations. We're well past the point of exploiting your previous encounters with Shigaraki. That was a stellar showing you've done. Enough? Right side. Finger. Faint. Even now, this boy. Despite everything, he's still. And we see still watching the fight and analyzing. But, we get cliffhanger there. What? What? Can I can't stop there. That was only like 4 minutes. I can't stop. I gotta do one more. We're doing 361. Couldn't stop. We're doing 361. We're starting off with Shigaraki within, it seems. Friends. I told Miku and Tomo we should play together. I do have friends. Cause like Miku and Tomo said, you're really nice, Ten. And Mon likes to go on walks with me. Did you know that? Huh? So yeah, I've got friends. So sorry, man. That's rough, buddy. And then the attack is just getting phased through Mirio. That sure was a reaction. Did I hit a nerve? Touch on a delicate topic? I feel bad, but more importantly, his core body's way tougher than the hand tentacles. There's no comparison. I couldn't even scratch his skin, so we might be in trouble here. A fissure within? This body was complete. A perfect unification of Tamura Shigaraki and me, or so I thought. It seems there's still a component that hasn't quite melded. Neither Tamura nor, all for one, Shimura. So yeah, Shimura Tenko, I guess? Dragging this out is not ideal. Hey, get back here. And then, why should I care about a pesky distraction? I thought I felt him hesitate back there. Hato and Tamaki, you two are the opening act. That's when I make my debut and yank Bakugo out of there. Then, since I'm untouchable, I can get in close to his actual body and buy time. Still, we can't stall him unless there's a solid attack worth waiting for. That's why. I'm buying that time for you, Tamaki. And then, come, do your worst, you foul abomination. Don't push yourself too hard. You've already eaten a decent hit. You're barely conscious, right? And then, you people. And it looks like spirals coming in from Nejire, stopping him from attacking Best Genist. Built a tomb for yourselves. This arena was constructed solely to defeat you. Hey you, since you've got that all-powerful quirk, it looks like it's like you look down on the rest of us. Whenever I'd get curious and try to learn about others, I'd wind up driving them away. Which hero? But then, are you a fan of? You ask me that. I got to learn so much about you two here, and now I'm all the stronger for it. We know the true worth of his vast hybrid. Sure, it takes time to cook up properly, but Tagata and I know all about you. Amajiki Tamaki. And then we have all of these foods, plus Hato Nejire's energy. And he just has like ultimate cannon arm. Eating more things makes your potential grow and grow. If anything can land a meaningful hit on Shigaraki, it's got to be a quirk with no upper cap. That means you. It has to be you, Sun Eater. And he's just created this canon. So cool. But I'm okay cliffhanging. I feel like everything is going to be some sort of cliffhanger. I'm okay cliffhanging myself there until next week. Just doing an outro here. Sorry about the random change, but actually my computer crashed right at the end of recording that last chapter. Luckily, I went back, I looked at the video. It doesn't look like anything is messed up. So yeah, hopefully everything's fine. Sorry about that. Either way, like if you did like the video, comment down there to tell me what you thought of these chapters, my first thoughts and reaction and all that. Subscribe for more Hero Academia, much more on the channel. Like I said, the plan is kind of just do 3 or so chapters, like 20 to 30 minutes every week or two. Hopefully every week. So yeah, that's about the current schedule. We'll see as I get into it, like things. That's kind of how I'm feeling about all the stuff I'm covering. But we'll see if I decide, you know what, longer videos are cool, or if I decide I'll do it more often. But at the very least, 20 to 30 minutes once a week or so is like just the bare minimum I'd like. So yeah, like, comment, subscribe, follow on Twitter if you want. If you want a link to the Discord server, it's free and open for anyone. Just ask and I can give you a link to it. If you would like to help support the channel on Patreon, it is patreon.com/HakuofTheTubes, or a link will be in the description. Or if you want to help support by becoming a channel member, just hit join down below. Thank you to people who are already patrons and channel members. Thank you to Chosen Regular Evan Hawley, Magical Girl FR Nono, and Magical Girl Waryun, Cherryton Student David Langstaff, and Slayer Candidate SG. Huge thank you all for watching. Sorry that the outro was kind of Frankensteined in here, but I really loved coming back to this series, because again, it's a series that I'm a massive fan of. But yeah, either way, that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.